Guys, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, a day late and a dollar short, but I'm going to do a next 48 hours reading rather than the weekend because, you know, we're halfway through it. Timing is fluid anyway, yeah. So very short readings, just like the last time. I'm just going to do in sign order. I'm trying not to clarify as much as I can because they're very brief messages. And I still do have to do for the weeklies Pisces and Capricorn. Hopefully they'll get done tomorrow. I'm going to start with my air signs, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini, for what's coming in for the next 48 hours. Aquarius. Oh crikey, I think you had that last week as well. I actually think you had it in reverse. Excuse all my marks, my sage has gone everywhere. Four of Pentacles in reverse. No, it's not in reverse. Holding on, not sharing, not opening up, not talking to anybody, holding on to your money. You could be saving money here. Ace of Cups is in reverse at the base of the deck, speaking that, you know, you may be going back somewhere or somebody is coming back to you. And if that were the case, you seem to be in kind of like shutdown mode. So we have got Virgo. Look at where Virgo is in your chart. Maybe dealing with the Virgo, the 10th house. So this is speaking of career, your public persona, notoriety. Don't know why I'm saying that, but anyway. And Venus. So it could be in relation to love, money, values. And you may be holding on to your money or just not opening up in some way, Aquarius, for the next couple of days. Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, it is love. And you're not opening up. So this is card of, you know, love, emotion, attraction. It can be like passion and desire, and it's shut down. So when we're not talking to anybody, not playing. This can speak of, I don't know, maybe kind of unrequited, but it may just speak that there's maybe a relationship here that's ending for you, Aquarius. Aquarius. Why the coffin? Oh, I don't know what to do about that. It might be a bit hither and thither. There is a connection with finances here, Aquarius. You may be investigating your finances. You may be budgeting in some way. You may be looking for ways to save money. This can speak of a financial meeting, a financial group that you know that may be coming up in the very near future. What am I going to take to clarify? I haven't got that far. Keep it simple. So it's very closed off energy, basically, Aquarius. And it may be because you don't know where you stand in terms of what it is you're involved in. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles for Aquarius. The Heart card. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Coffin. Coffin for Aquarius. Labyrinth. Okay. If someone has been giving you the runaround, Aquarius, I think that's something that you are becoming in some way enlightened to. You know, there's a level of consciousness that you're maybe moving up a wee bit of a notch here. In terms of why this is closed down, why this is shut down, why you're not prepared to open up to someone, is because you've maybe heard something with gossip here. Maybe someone's talked to you, or maybe someone's been talking about you, or maybe you've just heard something, and you've heard something that's tricky, that someone may have been deceptive with you, may have lied to you. Let's see a wee bit more about the deception, the trickery for Aquarius. And this could involve family with the Ten of Pentacles. You've got two tens. There's something that's ultimate, and Eight of Cups again. Right, so there is something that someone is trying to resurrect here. That may be you. So someone who's coming back around regarding something that's really already finished, but haven't let it go in some way. There's weight coming in here in terms of your Pentacle energy, Aquarius, in terms of, you know, property, business, inheritance, family, extended family. And ultimately, something's not been renewed here. Because it's something that you're not clear about in some way, but you're clear in terms of the fact that you've maybe been given the runaround, the fact that you've maybe, you know, been on this ride already and you have no desire to kind of like get back on it, because the labyrinth is the card of not knowing where you're going. It's a card of not being on the same page. To me, it is being deliberately given the runaround. Lying. So there's some sort of lying, deceptive energy here. 8 of Cups reversed again. So it's maybe somebody who wants to come around and have a chat with you. And it may be specifically about finances with the Queen of Pentacles here. Maybe that you're someone's wife or someone's ex-wife. Or the Queen of Pentacles is someone in their life they want to discuss with you in terms of why, you know, they've lied. There has been a lie. But the gossip is here. You basically don't trust this. You're not opening up to it. You're not opening your heart. You don't trust it. But it is ultimately bringing you some weight. I'm seeing weight around finances as well as whatever this love connection is for you, Aquarius. So that sounds great as an Aquarian. Joys. It is the 10th house, so we do have something to do with career here. It feels like a wee bit of a mixed bag. We've got a wee bit of everything going on. Okay, that's your reading, Aquarius. I do hope you find it useful. Look after yourselves, and we'll speak to Libra. Libra. 6 minutes. Libra. What does Libra need to know for the next 48 hours? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Ooh, King of Pentacles. Bloody hell. So I don't know who you are in this equation, but the Queen of Wands is someone who's usually pretty angry. She can be a bit vengeful. The King of Pentacles is usually mean and withholding and a bit of a bully financially. And right in the middle of it is some sort of new opportunity here. So this is news. This is announcement. Can't speak of a new man. Show me Libra. Libra. Oh my God. Hello. The Sun. Sun's a great card. It's all around happiness, prosperity, new beginnings, enlightenment. And there's the Feminine that I'm reading for here. So we've got the House card at the base of the deck here, speaking of family, property. There may be some discussions at home with your family, with your partner. King of Pentacles is coming through as someone who's a bit imbalanced just now, and it may be specifically regarding their work or finances here. Queen of Wands, crikey. Show me Libra. First house of self, the ego, Venus yet again, and Leo. So you're dealing with the Leo, or you've got Leo in your chart and this is you. Show me this Queen of Wands for Libra. Oh no, she's not happy. Not happy at all. This is somebody who may be in some way asked to kind of like take a loss or a rejection, and they're not accepting it, or whatever they are being offered is not good enough. Not good enough. It's not even like bittersweet. It's not accepting it. No. No. So whatever the Queen of Pentacles is being offered or is offering is a no. Show me this King of Pentacles for Libra. And so he's depressed. He's sad. And he's not recovered. Probably financially, but in some way he's not recovering. So someone's kind of like lost their, you know, va-va-voom. They're struggling to get excited about something that may well be because they've been rejected by the Queen of Wands over here. Whatever they've been offered, if it's the Queen of Wands who's receiving the offer, it could be the other way around. I'm thinking it's this way because the King of Pentacles is the one who has despondence. Okay, so I think there's some sort of rejected offer here. And it might still be on the table, is what I'm saying. But there's news here with the Rider. News from a soulmate. And this is this King of Pentacles, because balance with the Temperance card in reverse is speaking to someone who's out of whack at the minute for some reason. So the Sun here is that this is saying that somebody's giving up. Somebody's not like, you know, digging in, sticking with it. There's someone making a kind of firm decision here. The Feminine energy. Feminine energy. Oh. Forgiveness. destiny. So there might be someone here who wants a second chance. Things might have been out of whack or out of balance. I mean, there could be some sort of legal situation you've been dealing with here. I think the King of Pentacles is struggling with money, and it may be in connection with something to do with a legal agreement or contract that he's been involved in. I mean, there may ultimately be the possibility here that something could get back on track. I'm seeing this feminine energy here. It doesn't need to be the same one as someone who is feeling some way revitalized and very, very positive just now. They may be generally forgiving, not necessarily in terms of taking someone back into their life or taking any offers. They just may be feeling, you know, particularly, compassionate or sympathetic. But I feel that there's something they're not particularly pleased with. It's not like a huge, bitch fest about it. It's almost feeling it's just not good enough. There's something here that's just not good enough in some way for Libra. Show me the soulmate for Libra. 8 of Cups. It's not good enough. It's a feeling that, we could maybe do better. And there you are. Queen of Swords. Why is forgiveness here? So the 5 of Cups is here. And this is speaking of, sadness and remorse. But this is my runner card as well. So somebody, may have left. Or, left you in the lurch in some way. And there's someone here that probably would like to, reunite. Smooth things over. How will that go with Libra? 2 Cups. Libra's response. It's like we don't really know what to do from here. There's ultimately going to be some sort of decision. There's somebody stressing enormously about a relationship here. The decision is we don't know where to go. Honestly, that is only a 48-hour reading. Decision is somebody doesn't know where to go with this. But it also feels like it's kind of just it's not good enough. I mean, really, it's not good enough. It's suboptimal. Okay, Libra, that is your reading. And next up, Gemini. Excuse my big fluffy robe. So I got my energy bill through yesterday, like most of the UK. I'm like, that's it. No more heating. Won't give the parasites another fucking penny. We're just going to wear fleeces now. I'm sure my petulance will pass, but God. Anyway, Gemini. Show me what's in the dice for Gemini. Gemini, you could be dealing with a Pisces, or you want to look at where that is in your chart. Venus again. So we've all got that. We had a lot of Venus coming through last week. Most of it was coming, well, it was a lot of Mars as well. So you're dealing with the 7th house of relationships and contracts and marriages, Gemini. Show me the energy for Gemini for the next 48. Your own energy with the 9 of Wands, and your own energy quite possibly in reverse. It can be another air sign that you're dealing with here. King of Swords in reverse is somebody who doesn't think straight. It's not making clear-minded decisions. It's not being particularly rational. It can be cruel or lying to someone who may feel in some way hampered or restricted in terms of travel plans, maybe. So we've got some wounding here for Gemini. Maybe even feeling kind of defensive. Been through the wars a wee bit. The Magician. Gemini. Oh, getting an answer. That's nice. Gemini. This may be specifically related to work, and it'll be a work contract. So we've got the tree card at the base of the deck with the heart. Now, this can speak of obviously a soulmate relationship, a very slow growing relationship. The tree is a health card to me, and often it's a very draining energy. It can speak of a relationship that's very draining. So there is an answer or a resolution here that ultimately is going to bring in some sort of stability, security, and maybe even a job. And the Fox card can sometimes be a job. It's not how I read it, but this is saying that if there's something being selfish or deceptive here, we've just rolled into the 4th house of family and property. That may be something that's ending here for you, Gemini. Show me Gemini with the Magician. What's the Magician up to? Magician with the 9 of Wands. Gemini. Oh, that's lovely. Temperance. So this is a card of healing. So the 3 of Cups is in reverse. The 5 of Cups is in reverse. This is ultimately what we're like healing from, if you like, Gemini. So, you know, you could have been dealing with a third party, or there may be like a lack of, you know, friendship, connection, camaraderie just now. That may be draining, but Temperance in the upright is usually a card of hope and healing and mending. The key. The key for Gemini. The Devil. 3 of Wands. So this, I mean, if it's not like an addiction, it's speaking of something that you're tied to. This really could be your energy. It's not telling me what's before the key in terms of what we're getting an answer to. It's telling me, you know, what's going to be locked in from this clarity, from this resolution. There's a resolution here. It's going to bring in some sort of stability. That stability, unfortunately, could be in terms of some sort of lie or cheating. But the Devil is saying that there may be a lie here, or there may be something you feel stuck to. Oh gosh, yeah, 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is obviously weight. It's burden. In this deck, it's more a case of really not knowing. There has been a measure of success in this 10 of Wands. I mean, they have actually succeeded. But there's been, you know, loss along the way. Destruction in many ways. But there has also been success. And the 3 of Wands is the card of, you know, progress. It's like being kind of like, you know, I don't want to say through the wars that have been going on, but that's really what I'm feeling. You know, he's literally crossed the ocean here. He's got one sandal. He's come to claim his crown in some way. To someone who's been seen for who they are, they're getting some sort of answer here. Yeah, it's come to claim his crown to somebody, you know, who's been through it, who's seen losses, who's maybe, you know, persevering. Show me the anchor. The anchor. Too many. The anchor for Gemini. Oh my God. So there's something going on at work here, or you've got some sort of contract with whoever the King of Wands is. King of Wands in reverse is someone who's abusive. He can be a bully. He can be philandering. With the Knight of Pentacles here, this can be someone who's lazy. It may be specifically somebody you work with. King of Swords yet again. King of Swords afraid to take some risk here. So if this is someone you're dealing with, this is someone who's, you know, and this could be somebody who's like really shit at their job, you know, but they have the job. I mean, it can be a really bad boss. And you feel maybe kind of stuck there. The Fox. 8 of Wands reversed. So this is, it can be deceptive communication, or it can be kind of silent treatment, not communicating at all. So you've got 2 9 of Wands here, Gemini. This one is very much about being very wary about what's coming at you. Being very, to the point of being paranoid, but there's been damage done. This one is persevering and trying to navigate a very, you know, complicated situation. I feel like someone is very, you know, very keyed up at the minute, trying to manage what it is they're dealing with. There may be some gossip with the Four of Cups coming through here. There may be someone whispering in your ear or vice versa. This is a card of, you know, disappointment, really. That there may be in some way there's a lack of progress here. There is an answer. There's a resolution. Somebody almost kind of, you know, gets the go-ahead. And I don't know if there's someone who's, you know, been obstinate or difficult here. The Coffin. So you might, oh, look at these ones. I think there's something here that you might just throw the towel in, quite honestly. You might, like, literally ghost this person or this situation entirely. Let me just unplug this. Ace of Wands is something new. It's a new creative venture. It's new passion. Maybe something you're keeping to yourself. It's something you're keeping to yourself. Ace of Wands. Jeez, oh. I just feel like you're so close. Do you know that way? Every time I look under the deck, I'm getting really good cards. And not necessarily landing, you know, in terms of what's out here. So there's something to do with travel here for you, Gemini. There's something going on at a distance. It might be somewhere. You may sort of felt like you've got some sort of answer and solution here. And then it just feels like this energy, this King of Wands, is in some way being belligerent or obstinate or, you know, difficult to kind of work around. I mean, it could obviously be your own energy, but there's work here is a bit of an issue. And the Tower is saying there's major disruption in terms of, you know, world universe, maybe unfinished business or something at a good distance from you. You may be not able to communicate. You may be not getting the answers that you would like. You may be not getting the clarity. So you're having to kind of persevere for this only the next couple of days, Gemini. You're having to persevere. Again, you know, with a not ideal situation. Would have been so much nicer if the key ended up on that side. But I can say that if there is some sort of deception or selfishness on the workplace, that is ultimately going to come to an end. Or you're going to choose to end it because it's draining. Okay. I'm going to do fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'll need to be quicker. Aries. What does Aries need to know for the next? Gosh, I keep getting two cards. Ooh, someone's taking action towards their happy. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Could be your mother. It's a very kindly, nurturing, compassionate energy. Maybe someone who maybe doesn't really know where to go just now. But it can also be somebody who's maybe lost a little bit of hope. The Knight of Swords coming in fast here. He's a warrior. It's taking action towards either something in connection with children. Or in terms of just, you know, finding some happiness. Sun, oh my God. Who am I reading for? Aries. Two suns. This is incredible. This is energy, confidence, happiness. Aries. Two coming in. Yeah. No, I'm not taking them. I mean, it is brilliant. But they just come out in the last reading, so I'm not convinced the shuffling was there. Aries. Shows the sun for Aries. Aries feminine. Oh, there we go again. Did we not have that last weekend as well? The fox was just everywhere. So yeah, there's a relationship here for you. One that's very heavy. Might bring in some pain. There may be someone attempting to renew that. Aries. Oh gosh, you've got Uranus, so big changes, rebellion, shock. The 9th house, long distance travel, and you've got Pisces as well. This could be a Pisces that you're dealing with here. So there may be literally like some clarity around some sort of deception here. Let's see, this Knight of Swords. Let me just check. Knight of Swords of Aries. is somebody who wants to, like, you know, win. It's someone who's just determined to be successful. And is going to, you know, is firing on in there. It's maybe someone who's trying to, you know, recover some losses or come out of the cold in some sort of way here. This is somebody who may see you as they're happy. Show me the sun. Competition here. Tower again. Bloody hell. This feels more like like an awakening, you know. The Page of Cups with the Tower and the Sun is speaking to me that somebody is shockingly clear in terms of, you know, what they want. It could involve an apology. It could involve a child, particularly a water sign child. We do have Pisces here. Maybe you have a water sign child. The feminine Aries energy. That's another page. Feminine Aries energy. So there's an offer here. Oh my gosh, the sun again. There's an offer here. It's a difficult offer. It's one, it's actually my bait and switch offer. And, you know, it might not be one you accept. There's someone very determined to be successful. That maybe you, it may be someone else. There's a lot of emotion coming through here. But I don't think you trust it because you're looking right at the Fox. Lovers in reverse. How'd that come out? The Two of Wands and the Queen of Swords in the upright. So there's some sort of blocking here. There's a decision someone is refusing to make. I don't think it's a poor choice in love. I think it's a choice that's been avoided. Because there's no trust here. Trust is, the Fox is not, you know, trustable. He's a trickster. He's cunning. He's a scam artist. He's going to lie. It could be somebody who's made a mistake with regards to love. It could be somebody who's leaving a commitment involving a Queen of Swords. Maybe kind of coming back around. Show me my feminine. You're finding out things, the Fox. What are you finding out? Bell. What are you finding out? The Mirror. That can be when we sort of like reflect our wounds in a relationship with someone else. Mirroring one another. We're finding something through girl talk. I mean, basically somebody has got some sort of option here. You might be one of these options. I'm seeing Jason here as he's leaving the cave, which is the Hierophant, the commitment. As he's leaving, he's side-eyeing the Queen of Swords over here. I don't know if there's some sort of love triangle here. Who's this King of Swords? Queen of Swords, sorry. So now I've got the Queen of Cups up here and I've got the Queen of Swords. She's the runner. She's off healing her broken heart. She may have a fear of intimacy. Queen of Swords. Coffin. So something ended with that relationship. That's a very karmic relationship. It might be somebody that's kind of coming back around. And here's your offer that you're not taking because you know what they've been up to. You know that they've tried their hand elsewhere. You know, you don't want a grubby hand. I mean, it looks incredibly positive. There's certainly a lot of clarity coming in for you, Aries. You're going to be able to see things really clearly. But you have someone who's, you know, very determined here with regards to a relationship. All right, Leo. These are too long, Marina. Leo. The World. I just heard I'm the king of the world, the Titanic. Let's hope not. The High Priestess. Seven of Pentacles at the base of the deck here. That's waiting. Can't speak about investments. The World is about something wrapping up successfully. It's a card of graduation. It could involve family, maybe some sort of secret here, or there's intuition is, you know, on point. 12th house. There's definitely some sort of secret when the 12th house comes up. Can be the house of hidden enemies, the subconscious. And we have got Mars, so there's action. There could be anger and Uranus, shock. Leo. Leo. I don't know why I'm hearing Raise Your Glass by Pink. So raise your glass if you are wrong in all the right ways. You will never be anything but wrong. Dirty little freak, is it? There's somebody maybe celebrating something here because it's the world, you know? So in some way something is kind of wrapped up for something. So we've got a conversation with a masculine energy here. It's a conversation that could involve a couple. You could be discussing a couple, maybe a very emotional conversation. Ace of Pentacles. It's got an offer. It can be a new job. It can be anything. It's something tangible. So this may be someone who's, you know, disappointed, apathetic, but they're still making an offer. There's passion here. What's this conversation or the birds? I can't speak of anxiety sometimes. Two of Wands reversed. It's a conversation that does not go well. I honestly feel this is a rejection again. Yeah, I mean, there is somebody who would like to start something new here. They may be in two minds about it because what they currently have isn't great. That may be manifesting, you know, through some sort of a hasty action or even anger with Mars being here. And it's something kind of out the blue. I don't know if there's like a triggering event here. The Five of Swords to me with the birds, I mean, it can be somebody who doesn't want to fight anymore, but I really do see it's a card of defeat. So someone has tried to, you know, railroad a situation, or, you know, being careless and not careless, but deliberately uncaring in terms of who they hurt in the process. So it's like, you know, someone's had the smile wiped off their face here, Mr. Smug or Mrs. And there's a feeling of, like, you know, being stuck, coming back around, taking action to maybe offer something that's already been rejected, or offer something new. Ace of Pentacles. Chaser. Somebody wants to heal something. Whatever, I don't know, they've gone off and done something else. Yeah, they're taking some sort of risk or chance elsewhere, probably with a third party. They may be a bit narcissistic, but there may be someone who's very charming, and they've, you know, I've heard run their mouth off. I don't know why. Well, they may have run their mouth off, you know. This might be kind of like bravado with the Five of Swords. In terms of love, so someone has run their mouth off and they've taken a chance elsewhere, and now they're coming back around chasing you with a new improved offer, basically. But there's someone here who's celebrating, so maybe that's what you want and that's what you're celebrating, or you're celebrating the fact that, you know, this is a wrap, that you're good with how things stand. Okay, Leo, that is your reading, and Sagittarius. 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 Forgot what I was doing there. So I'm thinking what they're putting in the microwave. Sagittarius. Oh. Sun in reverse and the Judgment in reverse. Crikey. The Sun in reverse can sometimes speak of a delayed happiness. So I'm actually seeing that somebody may be a bit down because something's not gone their way, you know. The Judgment card in reverse, it can be poor judgment, bad karma. Sagittarius. The Ship. Stars. Sagittarius. And the masculine energy. So you can be the masculine energy, or that's who you're dealing with here. There's basically some sort of deceptive offer here, or someone is seeing someone as a bit fly. Sag. Got the moon. Got the moon here as well. Libra, can be dealing with the Libra. Look at where Libra is in your chart. So we've got the third house of communication, media. So this is social media. This is online communication in the main. But it can also speak of siblings that you may be dealing with, or, you know, short distance travel in some way. Travel. So there's almost like this can speak of a hope or a desire to travel, to move, to change things up. So maybe somebody wants to travel overseas. It can suggest clarity. I don't feel it's clarity with the Sun in reverse, but, you know, it could be. Let's see. The Ship for Sag. No. The Sun for Sag. Three of Wands again. It's definitely something to do with travel here, Sagittarius. And I'm now thinking of my weekly reading. The Three of Cups in reverse. Before I get into... No, actually after I get into the kind of micro story. Because it was a Sagittarius desperate to travel here. And there's somebody who can't travel. Eight of Wands is in reverse. There may be plans for that. Plans for a reunion. Hope for a reunion. But that in some way is delayed. It's delayed, it's not just delayed, it's ground to a halt. But there's still a hope here. The Ship for Sag. Ace of Cups. This is throwing in the towel on whatever this is. Oh my God, Bob, right, you gave me. Silly boy, so noisy. So the Hierophant being in reverse can speak about a broken promise, a broken commitment, a broken contract of some sort. Someone may be obviously leaving a marriage or leaving any sort of commitment here. It does, it kind of feels disappointment. The Stars. It is disappointing. It's the Five of Cups. This is sadness, loneliness, remorse. The Stars. Stars. Death card again in reverse with the Two of Cups. So there's basically a relationship here that someone's really sad about. Maybe someone who is at a distance from them. They're not able to reunite as much as they'd like to make plans. It feels like somebody, there's a bit of a misstep here. Or it may be that somebody just doesn't want to, you know, rebirth something that's already finished. And that may be what somebody is getting clear on. The Good Judgment is coming from the Queen of Pentacles. The Good Judgment. Show me this masculine energy. Queen of Swords. Oh, so this masculine energy is connecting with the Queen of Swords. And there's nostalgia here. This is sometimes a card of kind of like waiting serenely for something to return. And the Nine of Cups is speaking of a reunion. Yeah, I'm really getting feeling somebody's throwing in the towel there. But I don't know, maybe they have to leave another commitment. Show me this connection, the masculine energy of the Queen of Swords. Rejection. And somebody, I mean, as I say, the Six of Cups here is a card of, like, you know, waiting and nostalgia. And maybe that, you know, this is somebody who had waited for a reunion, because this card speaks of procrastinating. It's a lack of planning. It's kind of like dreamy and fantastical, but it doesn't ever translate into anything concrete. This can be someone who's just fearing rejection rather than who is rejected, because that is obviously the direction we're moving in here. I don't know. As much as that's a card of action and hope, everything around it is saying to me that, you know, someone feels really, I feel kind of just deflated. What would this, what's this masculine going to be doing? He is going to be traveling or communicating in some way. Possibly with a Pisces, maybe a Pisces sun. Because somebody needs to release some grief. This is not having let something go that's already passed. Gosh, did we not have this and think in the Capricorn reading and it had faith at the base of the deck? It's almost somebody needs to, like, you know, purge in some way. Just say their piece. Really. It feels a bit miserable, like, you know. Okay, so that is fire signs, and let's just go on to do the earth signs next. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Capricorn up next. I have done them all, haven't I? Yeah, Capricorn. And Capricorn, I think yours was the heaviest reading out of them all last week. Capricorn is the one I can remember anyway. Capricorn. Capricorn. Clear my mind so I don't think of that reading. Capricorn, next couple of days. Capricorn. I'm not taking all of them. It's supposed to be short. Capricorn. Oh. So you got the Ten of Wands last week, and you get the moon here. So the moon is saying that somebody's very unclear. There could be some deception here, that there's something hidden, that something that somebody was worrying about. And it's that not knowing is bringing in, you know, some weight. The world, again, speaking at something at a distance, but it can say that someone is struggling here with something that's, you know, run its course. There's effort being put in here. Someone may be working and saving hard. Capricorn. Capricorn. Moon. Ten of Wands. And the world for Capricorn, please, Spirit. This is the moon. The clouds. This is just not knowing. I can be feeling really down. Very, you know, depressed. There's the moon as well. It's like emotional upset. A lot of confusion, a lot of worrying thoughts, because you don't know something. Ten of Wands, or you fear something. The world and the Ten of Wands for Capricorn. Nope. Capricorn, Ten of Wands in the world. So it could be about money. Doesn't feel like money though, I've got to say, but we do have the Pentacles to the base of the deck here. There's a choice here to reveal something, Capricorn. But there's a connection here. This may be a troubling connection in terms of money. We have got, as I say, the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here. So somebody working in terms of actually saving their money, Capricorn. So you've got Uranus as well. You've got the 6th house, which is speaking to health and work, duties and hobbies. So there may be something changing in a big way out of the blue on the work front or the health front for you, Capricorn. You've got Scorpio here. You might be dealing with a Scorpio. I don't know why I'm reminded that the King of Swords is here. You might be dealing with an air sign. The Scorpio, the South Node, it's almost like there's something that needs to be released here and let go. That's what the Ten of Wands is. You need to drop it. Capricorn. Why do we have the clouds for Capricorn? The clouds for Capricorn. Three of Wands has been a popular card. This King of Swords is determined to come out. It's maybe someone you're connecting with, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. Can sometimes be a legal professional, usually clear-minded, honest, forthright. And he's got the Nine of Wands, again, popular tonight. So that is a card of perseverance and navigation. So there is a desire here with the Ace of Wands. This can be new passion, a new creative venture, a new project, but it is in some way delayed. And it may be delayed due to the money. The bridges for Capricorn. The bridges for Capricorn. Oh my gosh, the moon again. Ace of Pentacles. Now we've got the Queen of Wands. And now we've got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Wands can be a fire sign. So you've got a connection here with a Queen of Wands. And it's either making an offer to the Queen of Wands, but it's financial. Maybe somebody you want to offer a job, or you're hoping offers you a job, but I honestly feel somebody doesn't know what to do with this. I mean, as much as the moon card is here, this in my Mythic Tarot deck, our head is literally spinning. There's a lot of fear involved in this card. It's like it's like nightmares in your subconscious working in overdrive. Show me the fish. That's usually good news. Good news on the money front. I think that's what Capricorn's working on. Big surprise. Money for Capricorn. Oh, crikey. Star cards in reverse. So you've got the Two of Cups upright and the Lovers in reverse here as well. There's almost like the delaying of some sort of choice and some sort of partnership here. But I think it's more work for you than anything else, Capricorn. But there can be a loss of hope here. And you might be waiting on news regarding money, regarding an investment, coming back to this, a new creative venture. There's something new that you want to do and you're troubled by how long it's taking. And it must have been taking a hell of a long time with the Ten of Wands here. This is something that may be coming from a distance. I don't know why, you might be waiting on some sort of import or export and it's in some way delayed. And now the money might be a wee bit tight. And this Queen of Wands is somebody important. Who's the Queen of Wands for you? Child of Nature. Queen of Wands. She's a storyteller and, oh crikey vampire. The Child of Nature is somebody who can be very friendly, has an affinity with animals and nature. Queen of Wands is not, that's usually kind of Queen of Pentacles energy, but anyway, somebody who has an ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. I'm seeing her in the upright. I don't see anything negative about her. I don't know really how you're connected with her. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Oh yeah, beggar. Ooh. Okay, so we've got literally a greedy beggar here. A greedy, indulgent beggar. And they may be telling a story to the Queen of Wands, or this may be the Queen of Wands. Somebody's telling a story that they have some sort of need or some sort of lack. And they're after money. I don't know if it's a loan as such, but there is somebody working on their savings here. And there may be a fear about approaching this or doing this, but because the hedonist is here, I'm sort of feeling that it's somebody who doesn't really need it. You know, it's not like to, you know, I don't know, get something that's absolutely crucial to their existence. You know, it could be because they want to go to Barbados for a fortnight. You know what I'm saying? And that may be confusing. You might not know what to do about this. So let's just ask Capricorn what you should do. If this is resonating, what should Capricorn do? Because I say there is some sort of choice here, but in some way it's deceptive. There's a gift or an invitation here that isn't quite what you think it is. Show me advice for Capricorn. Balance. So this can suggest it's some, yeah, trickery. Balance. So it might be something to do with a legal matter here. You might be, you know, a victim or be taken advantage of here. But there's something afoot here that isn't quite on the up and up. And it is regarding finances. If you are dealing with any legal matters, I'll say this is about being in a courtroom. And there's something tricky there as well, but it's about money. So be conscious of that, please, Capricorn. That is your reading. And next up is Virgo. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo for the next couple of days? I mean, given that I won't probably get to all your readings next week, you can just take it for the week. It'll play out, and when it plays out. Virgo. Virgo, what do we know or need to know for Virgo? That moon tried to come out again. Virgo's getting the 9 of Wands as well, same as oh crikey, and the 7 of Wands. Virgo's feeling very defensive, very defiant, maybe very tired, Virgo. Because we've got our thoughts. Virgo. We've got some crafty conversation here, and we're going to understand what this is about. Time for something new, Virgo. You're defensive, or you're standing your ground because somebody's backstabbed you or betrayed you in the past, or has just done it, and it's the King of Wands reversed. Maybe a fire sign, or maybe someone who's abusive. Virgo. Pluto, Jesus Christ. Cancer and the 10th house. So this may be something that's very public. It could be in connection with your career, or it's just something that's become more known to you. Pluto, planet of death, destruction, rebirth, power, enemies. I mean, this feels like, you know, take no prisoners type energy here, Virgo. It's like, kind of, if you come at me again. This is Virgo of the 9 of Wands. Because this time you'll know better. I think this is something you've already experienced. This is honouring yourself in some way. The Cups for Virgo. So we've got some sort of apology from probably a player kind of energy with the Knight of Wands here. Someone who's very impulsive. He's got great ideas, but he's got an enormous ego. Here's a conversation, Virgo. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. A conversation for Virgo. Queen of Wands again. 7 of Swords reverse. So there's something you find out about somebody, or they're going to reveal it, or you're going to catch them at it. It's maybe someone who's in some way a bit corrupt. But there's gossip here, and there's talk that is stressing someone enormously. This conversation maybe is about work with 8 of Pentacles here, maybe about lack of work, lack of effort. What's the key for Virgo? The key. It's almost the answer. So you've got the Three of Cups at the base of the deck here. So there's a possibility of a reunion. This could involve a friend who may be the Queen of Wands, or you may be the Queen of Wands. But the answer, if you like, the resolution, what this conversation kind of resolves or opens up, is that, you know, there's someone's a bit of a coward here. Or it's somebody who has not got a grip on their ego. Ace of Wands reverse is miscommunication or non-communication. I'm seeing communication here, so I don't think it's non-communication. But the effort in terms of the communication that somebody puts in, I mean, you know, it's almost like, is that it? Is that the best you can do? You know? Who's the Queen of Wands? She ain't happy. Despondence. She's not putting any effort in. This is someone who's not motivated, can be a bit depressed, lethargic, disinterested. Because this is dealing with a fox. There's conversation here that's lied. It's manipulative conversation here that somebody is getting to understand. And it's even that understanding that is in some way depressing. Yeah? Show me this. Show me the Knight of Wands. Prostitute. And a shapeshifter. Genau. So this is someone who will place material consideration and security above self-empowerment. This is somebody who's prepared to sell themselves out, sell you out. They have no integrity at all. They just want what they want, and they want it then. And there's no thought to consequences. They're completely and utterly self-absorbed. They're in love with themselves. Their passion is themselves and looking in the mirror. And I'm not surprised somebody doesn't want to put any effort into this. Just somebody who's just like, there is honestly, I feel like, kind of disappointment here. So I don't know if you've had somebody all wrong or just let you down enormously, but it's like I say, it's depressing. This Strength card in reverse. Rejection again, bloody hell. Eight of Wands reversed. This is almost like being grateful. I mean, if this person like rejected you or treated you as an option in some way, this is being thankful for that. This is almost like you dodged a bullet. And that's what the realization is in some way, that this person is, you know, weak and cowardly, and, you know, self-absorbed and really not, is pointless. So in the off chance of coming at you again, it'll be the King of Wands in reverse here. This is someone who's got the knowledge, the experience not to do it again. And who was that? Virgo. So we're doing Taurus next. Taurus. The thing about that last reading in the 10th house, if it's not specifically someone you're connecting with career-wise, something that's public, it's almost like, you know what I mean? It feels kind of, what's the word? It's not spoiled, soiled, I don't know. Taurus, let's just do Taurus. Look at the world again, but I'm not taking them because they'll come out in a clump. Taurus. Tower. Oh my lord. 10 of Swords. Taurus. Might be dealing with an Aries, second house. This is regarding income, and then we've got Saturn, hard lessons, restrictions, pain, but also determination. So there's some major uprest here, Taurus. Taurus. That is like something blowing up. It's the burning of a connection, or there's something coming down here. He's a good card. Answers, resolutions. I do not know where to go now. So we have got the cross and these are really challenging cards. Which isn't surprising. We've got a tower out. This is like mental anguish, because the cross is it's pain, it's suffering, it's endurance, it's karma, and the clouds is confusion and depression. With the clocks here, it could be saying that is time to change, but it's also saying that this may be going on for some time. I mean, that, you know, this is bad. Tower, but we're getting there. We're getting some sort of answer. Tower. Tower. The Taurus. The Queen of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Jesus. So this is either you or someone you're connecting with. This is someone who is probably suffering some financial hardship just now. And with the Tower here, it's pretty intense. It obviously can just be someone who's, you know, out in the cold. Let's just see who the Queen of Swords is for Taurus. See a child. Queen of Swords. Who's this Queen of Swords for Taurus? It's an ex-lover, possibly. Someone who's taking some sort of risk. Someone who could be a gambler. It's not a gamble, it's going to pay off. Obsessive passion that harms others. Self-destructive devotion. A mentor. A passing on of wisdom and refining a student's character. And relying on luck rather than hard work. So this could be an ex for you, or obviously it can be your own energy, or, you know, there's somebody is taking some sort of risk here, maybe a risk on a lover or an ex-lover. It's involving finances is what I'm saying, Taurus, with second house. And you can just speak to values, you know, in terms of what you value. Tower. Bittersweet. Tower. Gratitude. The bridges. Oh, the key. The key. The cross. The clouds, the clocks. Yeah, there is some sort of like souring passion here for sure. Or somebody's seeing somebody in a very different light. We've got vanity and facade here. So this is a greedy energy. This is an energy of excess. And this is people that cannot be told the error of their ways. You know, to the point they're completely and utterly engulfed. And whatever it is, they refuse to acknowledge. I don't know who's... Again, be that bittersweet and gratitude is kind of feeling like someone is almost a bit grateful for, you know, whatever this is. Why do we have gratitude for this Tower? Why do we have gratitude for this Tower? Oh my God. Someone's done something incredibly stupid here. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's bankruptcy. So, you know, it's a business going into default. It's a loss of money. It can be corruption. The King of Wands in reverse is someone who's abusive and angry. It's just lost it completely. And there's someone here who's refusing to even look at the situation. Yeah, I mean, gosh, abundance. Abundance. It is in the upright abundance. 7. There's some sort of bullying energy here with this King of Wands. I really am getting that. This is someone who's going to push something too far. Or maybe already has done that. Hence, you know, they're no longer your lover. Abundance. 2 sevens. Someone's got a lot of options here coming up. There's the bully. There's somebody, you know, it's not, sorry, it's the 9 of Swords and the Page of Swords here. Coming back to the 10 of Swords. There's already a painful ending here. It's already somebody being backstabbed and betrayed. And now someone's stressing about gossip. Or they're watching something, observing something. I mean, somebody literally could be watching someone unravel here. And if it's the Queen of Swords, especially in this deck, she's literally sat on a stone throne, you know. There's no compassion coming off the Queen of Swords. She's dumping out any emotion that was in this cup. Actually, it's not emotion. Everyone thinks that. It's actually knowledge that she's sharing. So there's a lot of stress here. But this is karma. Somebody knows what they've done to get themselves into this situation, to create whatever it is they're dealing with. And there is you know, a passion, but they've got passion card in reverse here. Got the lover card in reverse, and then the King of Wands in reverse. This is someone who's obsessive. And they're self-destructive. Someone, if it doesn't get their way, they can become abusive and violent. This is ultimately being released for someone here. Now, there's also a backstory to this card saying, and more aggravation, more infighting. This is, I can no longer keep your secrets. Page of Swords. This is somebody who's talking. Can be lying. This is a card of fear and running away from someone who's abusive. Clouds. And there's the bully. Kept seeing him. 5 of Swords. So, I don't know. I mean, it might be similar to, I forget which reading I said, where somebody feels like they've dodged a bullet here. There's somebody who's just so excessive in terms of their relationships, in terms of their money, their greed, their spending, that it's you know, it's freaking down. The 10 of Swords. It's a very painful, hard landing for somebody. Someone is like, you know, sat wishing and hoping and praying for a miracle. It's not happening. There's some sort of effort here, and there's a need to address the actions that have got you or this person to this place. Saturn is, you know, is the hard lessons. It's a strict father. You will not put kind, or, you know, treat kindly any sort of indulgent, excessive behavior. Right. Okay. Pisces. Pisces, you've also got Aries. Now, Pisces, you've got the South Node, so you have to let something go here with regards to the 5th house. That's either a romance or a lover or a hobby or something to do with children. There's some karma here for you, Pisces, and it's something you need to, I'm not going to take them, to dissolve. Yeah, the South Node is about dissolving. Pisces. 3 of Wands in reverse. So you may have some travel delays. That may be getting you down. It can be involving children. You've got a King of Swords at the base of the deck also in reverse here. So there's news or an announcement about a relationship or a contract here that could ultimately be stressful, or it suggests some sort of loss. This can be about a stolen piece of jewellery for you, Pisces, just as a wee extra. But this news announcement, it may be delayed, but it, you know, it will be coming through. I mean, it is this is a 7-day timeline when the rider comes out, even though I'm doing a 48-hour reading. So there's news of a contract here. It might not be exactly what you hope it is because the sun's reversed. 3 of Wands reversed for Pisces. 3 of Wands reversed for Pisces. It's a 9 of Cups. So it's just as a delay in some sort of, you know, possible reunion here. Or wish fulfillment, obviously. Yeah, it's a delay. There's a lack of action, possibly a lack of planning. The rider. So there's a secret being revealed here through this news announcement or this visitor. It's something that you didn't know that you're going to know. Maybe coming in from the Magician. This is taking action, initiation, Virgo, Gemini. Show me the contract for Pisces. The ring, sorry, the ring. It's a new relationship. There's something new. It can also be something a bit impulsive, not thought through, not very smart. It can be a bit idiotic, this Fool. We've got the World card. Something could be a distance, and Justice card reversed here. So there's something out of balance, there's something unfair, but there's a feeling of not thinking straight there, with particularly that combination. Not making clear-minded decisions. It can speak of some sort of illegality, some sort of loss or theft. The mice. The mice. The mice. The mice. Oh, moon. Knight of Pentacles reversed at the base of the deck. So it's kind of like my all stop card. Could be obviously to do with work, but it's a lack of effort. Oh gosh, really stuck. Hangman. Really stuck. There's something that ultimately needs to be dissolved here. There is information, secret information perhaps, or knowledge that will be revealed to you in the very near future about maybe the action someone is taking with regards to a contract, or that will enable you to take some sort of action in terms of wrapping something up that's ultimately been unjust. Now, there is fear here that you're not going to get all the information. There's also a sort of feeling of disempowerment here. And it may be because of anxiety. Anxiety may be kind of, you know, got a grip on you here, Pisces. Because there's a feeling of not knowing. You may be very tired. You may be suffering from some insomnia for the next couple of days. Waiting on whatever this is, the moon. There is something that's going to be revealed. There is something that you're currently in the dark about. Ace of Swords for Pisces. Oh my gosh, look at all that green. Grief. So, you know, there may be something you need to let go of. Honestly, Pisces, with the South Node here, and it's in connection with the 5th house. So it's a romance, or it's a hobby, or it's something in connection with your children. This is basically saying that you're not a victim in this situation, or if you do, or you are a victim, it's asking you to be to address any underlying anger about that situation, because it's ultimately, you know, unhealthy. It's creating anxiety in you. And it's usually that somebody has at some point been tricked, been duped. There's literally been some sort of promise here. If it's not an actual contract or relationship, there's some sort of promise here of some sort of new beginning. Got all the tools all ready to go, you know, it's big stuff. And then it all seems to go a bit peaked-on, because I feel somebody's been duped, and there's a feeling of like anxiety coming through, because it's like, why is it taking so long? You know, why is nothing happening? Why are we not getting our wish fulfillment, or my reunion here? This can sometimes be marriage as well. I know somebody has led you on in some way in the romance. And now there's like, you know, there's some sadness coming through here. Tell me about this story for Pisces. Addiction. Pisces. Sending Pisces. Right, so I mean, there's literally like, this is like getting really excited and preparing for union, you know. You've got the wedding rings here. There's literally like a wedding here that's been blessed by Aphrodite. This, like, your relationship's moving to new levels, a promise, all about exciting, there's new things happening, you know. And then, and maybe even like a kind of, this, I think somebody's changed their mind. Honest to God. The Phoenix, as much as it's like a new phase, but it can speak of like someone changing their mind. But you've got keys on the ring. This is options. This is a one-night stand. This has been strung along. So it's like one of those, you know, fast and furious fake relationships. It was just felt like amazeballs. And then there's all the waiting, they're not understanding, and then they don't have any passion anymore. But then a secret is released, and there might be somebody else. This can't be the other female. Or a secret relationship with someone. Now you're all confused. Oh dear. Gosh, that's miserable, that one. Pisces, let me take you some advice for that. Pisces. Pisces. The spring. See your seeds grow. So you have to shed something here. You have to let this go. And in the spring, something new will come in. So you haven't got long to wait. Okay, that's your reading, Pisces. And Cancer, nearly there. I need to be quick. Maybe look at the time, that's a nonsense. Cancer. Please do like and subscribe. Cancer, or drop a comment. A comment would be nice once in a while. Cancer. Oh, the World. Oh my God. So that's fab. So this is the completion. It's the graduation. It's a celebration. This is the Raise Your Glass. I keep hearing that song. Cancer. So it could be friends at a distance. It just could be a reason to get together. Cancer. 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 Something flipped there, didn't it? That's a key as well. It's been quite popular. 333. Cancer. Feminine energy. Cancer. Cancer. So we have got some sort of meeting, an emotional get-together, a really positive one, maybe involving children for some of you, but this is saying that there is some sort of, you know, opening up. Things are opening up for you. Maybe like a new friend group, or just kind of getting back out there. You might be dating again. The Labyrinth is a bit of a confusing card, saying you don't really know where to go. You might get lost if you're going to some sort of meeting, or you know, a date. It might say that you may be delayed in some way. Cancer has the key. Cancer has the key. Gosh, alright, it's coming back to the last one. Cancer female. Cancer female. Well, someone is literally celebrating something here. And the Labyrinth. The Labyrinth. Oh, I'm honestly getting the same vibes from that last one. Oh my gosh. So, but there is an energy here where I think someone is a little bit more clued into the situation. There is an ending that someone is celebrating. This feminine energy is celebrating an ending. Literally celebrating it. It's a wrap. Completed. They're getting answers here that this is not satisfying what they've been dealing with. Dealing with somebody who's, you know, self-absorbed, who, you know, isn't honest, isn't emotionally opening up. So this is someone who's choosing to wrap it up and look elsewhere. Now the devil, getting some truth. And you might actually kind of go to a meeting and you're going to see something. The girl with the snake. The empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used. So this is, you know, a very sneaky, lusty energy. And you're going to see that. Show me the Page of Cups reverse, the key, and the 9 of Cups reverse. Kisses, giving and receiving affection. I really feel like this is the Pisces reading all over. The Death card, but I'm not finding grief with this one, you know. Oh, kiss it. Yeah, not today. Satan. You know, it feels like a more, not to be rude to Pisces, but because it just feels like a more kind of clued in energy. Or they're further along the line and they kind of know the score. There obviously could be a third party here, but basically this is somebody is still angry, possibly, is literally not dealing. It's got very powerful boundaries. And they're seeing things clearly. With the Sword and the Rose. That somebody has been playing them for a fool, because the devil is a liar. He's all talk, no action. It's just going to keep giving you the runaround. It's just playing. It's like, you know, a cat with a ball and a string here, and someone has got the sense to say, not today, Satan. And last but not least, Scorpio. I don't know why I instantly felt a little bit apprehensive. I know why I did, because I did Taurus, and I know the nodes are in Scorpio and Taurus just now. And yeah, Scorpio. Let's see. What does Scorpio need to know? I didn't do the dice for Cancer, my apologies. Scorpio. Page of Swords. King of Wands, reversed. He's been pretty popular tonight as well, hasn't he? So this is somebody watching, spying, gossiping. Medium, Scorpio. First house, Leo. This could be a Leo. Or their moon sign could be in Leo. But the moon is here, speaking of our emotional home or emotions. What am I doing? Yeah, Page of Swords. What's Page of Swords up to? King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, that's nice. So, hang on. Scorpio. Come on, there, darling. Hold on. Scorpio. Too many. Scorpio. Scorpio. What's this sound? What choices? Show me the roads for Scorpio. Show me the man in the Scorpio reading. Two men here. Show me the man in the Scorpio reading. And show me the clover. This is someone who's for like a fun time, not a long time, basically. You've been dealing with a page who's actually the King of Wands, and now you've got the King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely someone who's either been juggling here, or you've got someone that you were maybe dating or, you know, in a connection with, who's watching you. They're not coming forward, but there's someone here that is an option for you, basically, Scorpio. Show me the lilies. The choice that somebody is making here is ultimately truth. The choice that somebody will make, if they have a choice, is something that gives them peace. The choice that someone will make is someone mature, possibly older, or older than the other person they're dealing with. This is a very immature energy, or an immature communicator. The man with the birds. Yeah, I kind of felt he was the younger man. And the clover with the fox. Yeah. So this is basically somebody that you've blocked, they've blocked you. You're not dealing with them. To see, this is someone who's in for a short time. It's a complete fly-by-night energy. And literally just living in the moment here. And someone who's very greedy again, and someone who doesn't know when to stop. And in terms of conversation with this person, you've isolated them, they're isolated. And there's someone who's not really confused about what they want. Now that could be this person who's, you know, convinced they want you, but they're not doing anything about it. It's maybe someone who's like, you know, trying to grow their wealth in some way and work on their career. But I'm seeing this King of Pentacles as probably somebody that you have as an option, or you're actually with. So, you know, you could be in a new relationship. This is your ex or somebody you dated watching you. Ascending is that relationship. That's, you know, preparing for union, a new phase. Overcoming obstacles. Show me the Page of Swords with the Page of Wands. This obviously can speak of children. There we go. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing, competition, enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder. Possibly the other woman. There's a real fly-by-night here, and I don't think you've got anything to do with them now, but if you are having something to do with them, and there is a mature option coming your way that, you know, makes you feel peaceful and tranquil. They're faithful, they're honest, they're essential, and it's a king and not a page, and clearly that's who you choose. That's your reading, guys. I hope you find it useful. I'll be back tomorrow with the weekly reading, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Ta-ta.